Alright folks, how are we? I am Shipwreck Sean, and this is episode 34. In the last episode we sailed from Oasis, somewhere over there, all the way over here to Mirage Mountain, one of the new islands. And in usual Shipwreck Sean fashion, this is not my first attempt at recording this episode, because I heard a secret. So someone commented on the last video, they're called Costas V631. Don't go. Search the island and you will find instructions for another secret island. And that's piqued my interest. I kinda had a sneaky suspicion at the end of the last episode when I went to I believe it's like a hostel because it's filled with beds, and bought some lad a drink, and he said something cryptic about saffron. But he hasn't really told me anything else. So I read in another comment on a different YouTuber that it's worth exploring the island by trying to climb the mountain. So that's what I did. I walked straight up to the mountain, as you've just seen, and clipped through it. So I spent all of last night, not all of, but about 30 minutes last night trying to record a video, walking around all the sand around the island, trying to find out where the hell I'm supposed to find a secret. I've enlisted in long-term saviour of the channel, Coupling Rhino, to give me a little bit of a hint as to what's going on. So just so we're all on the same page, let's buy him a drink. Vast fields of saffron used to grow here, now it's all buried under the sand. So we're looking for something that's buried. Coupling Rhino hasn't given me any clues other than the clipping is intentional. I don't know if you guys all already got that because you're all smart and I'm a bit of a slow person, but Mirage Mountain, because the mountain is a mirage. So yeah, that's you's caught up. So we're just going to go for this. Personally, I don't know what I'm doing. We are now in uncharted territories together, but I get the impression it's probably best to go to the high spot, right? Inside the mountain. Can I hop up here? Okay. We are up. And I'm trying to find things that are buried in the sand. Oh, okay. Well, immediately we're off to a start. I'm not seeing... That was really lucky if that happens to be it. I'm not seeing... Well, that's the channel to enter the sort of winding river, isn't it? That's just a part of the mountain we've clipped through. Yep, okay. So we're headed that way. Nice. So in... thanks to Coupling Rhino, in about a minute and a half, I've gotten a lot further than I did in half an hour of trying to record yesterday. So, thanks Rhino. I'm running out of ways to thank you. So we'll just take a wee saunter over and check it out. Now the intention, obviously, of this series is to get to Aestrin. We do have the speed bump of heading back to Gold Rock City for upgrades and the bilge pump first. But we will explore any secrets that are uncovered here first of all. I just hope it's simple for a simple man such as myself. Another thing Coupling Rhino said was to bring plenty of water, which is something I have not done. And you die immediately if you don't drink water. So I might have to sprint back. Is that pointing down? Is that hinting? I think that's just like a lantern pole. We've got what seems to be an old house and its roof. I thought I heard the sound of wood there. Oh! We got a whale. Okay, folks, I think this is going to be quite a wander. I will check out this structure over here. And if it doesn't uncover any secrets, I'll make a quick edit and come back with plenty of water. What the hell is that? Is that something? Sorry, my laptop screen's dirty, so I don't know if that's... Is that just the moon? Am I just getting excited about the moon? Is that the moon? Right, I don't know. I think I'm going crazy. I think I've just seen the moon or a cloud. Something straight off to the east. Well, there's nothing off to the east in Mirage Mountain, so it must be a moon. Right, this feels like the area. Can I activate this? No. Oh. We got a little abandoned house. With a chest that I can't open. Oh, that's annoying. I thought that was it there. I got all excited. Oh, another chest. Can't open that. Can't open this chest. Okay, and is this another structure I haven't looked at? We've got another house that's buried under the sand like we're supposed to be looking for. But nothing to completely give it away. So on the highly likely chance that I'm being an idiot, I'm just going to sprint back and get some water. And we'll try this again. That is much better. Would you like this back, sir? Nearly killed myself looking around Mirage Mountain there. Okay, let's take you. Have a little sausage whilst we're at it. We're a little bit tired, but that's fine. Is there someone else selling random bottles of water that I can just take with me? Yes, nice. Fantastic. That should do us, right? So, I'm going to slowly walk back. You guys don't need to see that. Oh, I'm really not looking forward to getting her back out of here. Oh, that's going to be a laugh. And hey, look. It's the moon. Howling at the moon. That's what you get here at Shipwreck, Sean. Okay. We are back. So, I came back to this building. Considering it's the only building that you can access, and it has crates, I kind of thought this would be the one. But I'm not getting anything. And during that little edit there, I decided to look it up. And apparently, now this kind of ruins things, but we're not getting the proper experience because I'm guessing it's bugged or I'm just being an idiot. But there's supposed to be a map in here that gives you some clues. So I don't know if my save file is bugged and I'm not getting the map, or if I need to do some jiggery pokery with, maybe now that I've bought the sailor a drink, do I need to sleep and come back perhaps? It's going to be a lot of running back and forward. So I'll try that once more, and if not, I'll have to find cheaty ways to experience, to follow the clues. So, back I go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright folks, well I've tried so many things. I've reloaded, closed the game, opened up, saved, tried older saves. I've ran back and forward so many times that I've done too much of it. It's not going to happen for me, I'm afraid. But we have other means of finding out what this goodness gracious secret is. So I'm going to head over to the interactive map. We're currently at Mirage Mountain. We have the fun task of getting ourselves out of here, which is not going to be easy, and I think it's going to involve a lot of pushing and shoving. And that might be an off-camera thing because it's, unless I can make it entertaining. But yeah, we need to make our way out. And if I zoom right out, this is spoilers ahead. Spoilers through the wrong way. But if I zoom right out, you can see there's this island called Saffron. And that island, if we leave Mirage Mountain and let's say we come out this side of the mountain and head exactly north-northeast, we should see it eventually. So that is what we're going to do. We now have the fun task of getting the hell out of here. Is there any secrets? See, there's no secrets on the actual map. I've even looked at that to see if it will maybe give us an extra hint. I did decide that I wanted to get myself some salt, because salting food is not something I have actually tried in this game. Extra bottle of water just for good measure. And we'll take the salt. I think salt's supposed to be cheap on this island. I'm not sure. It cost me, I think that was that 235 or 255? Who knows? So we take this. Hey. And then we take this. Hey. Nice. Well, I'm going to put my salted food down here. We can maybe turn it into a nice soup later. All very exciting. I would like to explore more of the actual cooking side of the game. But first we have the very, very exciting task of getting the hell out of here. The wind is not going to be great because we're just completely locked in. So this channel here is going to be a lot of pushing and shoving. But then when we get to this section here, we should be okay. And then coming round here will be fine. Then go around this little corner and then we might have to push again. So I'll push a little bit on camera. And if it gets to the point where just nothing is happening, we will make a little edit. Or maybe I'll just leave it running and trust you guys to skip chapters if you're getting bored. There is no plans here. Right, I might have actually just pushed her too quickly there because I do not want any damage. How's that looking? I might have to go and give her a little love tap from the stern here. Yeah, just like that. Let's push the back end out. What we need to remember when we're doing this is to not lock the rudder, because that just gets us into a world of hurt. Okay, we are going to hit that. Straighten her up. I haven't heard any bangs. Oh, okay. Jesus. There we go. There's the huge bang. So now we have a damaged sandbuck. I don't think I'll be taking the sandbuck in here ever again. Mirage Mountain, you were not kind to Shipwreck Sean. I will say that. Okay, she's moving forward. I don't think she's going to be moving forward for long. I'm trying to minimise damage as much as I can. We are going to the shipyard and we are fairly rich. We might get a little bit forward with, I'm thinking maybe a jib and our main. No, the main might be too much. Let's try with just a jib. Pull that in as tight as we can get without the, I forget what this section is. I'll have to look that up. But we don't want that going past the centralised position of the mast. Or we'll just go backwards. Okay, so she is moving. Obviously she's getting, the bow's getting pushed out because we only have a jib. But is this futile? Because we're going to get a little bit of move forward and then turn round and face in that direction. Yep, I'm calling it futile now, folks. We don't want sails right now, I don't think. Just muscles. Right. Like so. And we just need to make sure we're not damaging anything. That's what I mean. So if I've locked the rudder and give her a slight push, things are not going to go well for me. So we need the rudder straightened up before we're pushing. Bit of parkour there for you. See, I only tilted the rudder ever so slightly to starboard, and see how much of a difference it makes up the when you're actually looking at her. We are also practically on the sand, so we need to push her out to the side. That's a bit better, but it sounds like she's just ran aground. Forget having enough water to get to Saffron. Am I going to have enough supplies to get out of this river? Right, push, 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 push. This would be the time for sea shanties. Oh, that sounded like a bang somewhere. She's still moving though. Oh, that was definitely a bang. Definitely a bang. Is that enough move forward? What's that? What am I playing with? There we go. Nope, we've started going backwards. Why? Is it just dead in the water? Okay. Jib back up. There will, as always, be chapters on this YouTube video. I suspect, right, what time is it now? It's currently 17 minutes past 2. I suspect I'm going to be doing this for 10 minutes. At the very least. But there's no way around it. Okay. Hello, whale. So now we get the bow round just a touch. With our muscles. I probably could have used the helm here. But where's the fun in that? Right, let's see if we can at least get her turned. Sorry, I try not to be too jumpy, because I know people watching YouTubers can get a little bit of motion sickness when they're moving the camera around. But needs must at this current moment in time. Are we good now? Maybe. Maybe. Ooh, there we go, right. Jib time. Right, race back, control this helm because the bow will want to go to port now. That we only have one sail out. I really hope this little bit of sand... Well, I've literally just stopped in my tracks as I was saying that. Okay, so jib back in. So we really want to push forward just a wee touch more. Just a wee touch, and then we will be cooking with gas. This is not my first attempt at this. Oh, what are we stuck on? Is that rudder still turned? That'll do it. Well, she wasn't turned that much though, was she? No, she was fine. So let's get the bow out. Back in. Straighten up helm. Round to the back end. And push. Heave and hoing. Double check we're not going too fast. We have ran her aground again. Yep. This is not a place for the sandbuck. My character's going to be shattered. We're getting thirsty. Right, this is it this time. I wish you could press C when you're not in the water, but alas you cannot. Right, right, right. Are we free from the sandbank? Probably just getting closer to the same sandbank but at the edge. Oh, that was a big push. Let's get away from this beach. Right, how's that looking? That whale is a bully. Right, this is jib down time, folks. It's now or never. Nice. It's actually turning quite nicely. With the jib just on our own there. Okay, right. Big brain time. I'm just desperate for a little bit of speed here. And it might balance us out a touch as well. Okay. We are sailing. We are sailing. Do, do, do. I hate this river. Right, keep going forward. I don't really want to bring anything out because I don't want to get to a point where I'm panicking. She's still turning on her own because we don't have the mizzen out. But that's okay. Just want to get round this corner and pull the mainsail up. Let's encourage a little bit of turning. Ever so slight heel. Start pulling this bad boy down. And actually, this guy I think is going to come in handy. Oh, wrong bits. Here we go. And turn. And with the wind behind us, our little bow sail should be very helpful. So it's really, so far, that first corner, as I said, I kind of suspected this section would be quite easy. But once we round this section, I think it will be squeaky bum time. So we're going to be facing upwards. So I think I'll bring the jib in preparation for that. And when I say in, I mean pull the sheet. Sorry, I'm not very eloquent when I'm rubbing the brain cells, but you guys will be well aware of that by now. It is 23 minutes past 2, so in the 6 minutes I've gotten round that corner. As an hour in Sailwind, I'm sure it's 4 minutes, right? Because that was how we were using our navigation tools. We were judging with 4 minute increments. Oh my word. I'm not drunk, folks. I just can't speak, as I say, when I'm struggling. So I think we can begin our turn. I would like to get as close to those rocks as possible for the turn. And when I say, oh no, we want to avoid that, don't we? Yep, let's just full turn. I don't think the stern's in danger of swinging into anything. And we don't have a great turning point here. I'm actually going to lock that off. And is this dangerous? Are we going to crash or are we going to make it? Yep. I've done this in the Dow before and absolutely nailed it. Right, okay, so we were going to crash there. So I left the turn too late. How are we looking now? It looks like we're going to get stuck. So I'm going to prepare the sails for another close haul. If I've got the time, because I might need to jump into the water before dealing with the jib. just want to point her so that she's not running the risk of hitting this structure. Up we go. The wind is directly into us, so that's not helpful, so we will keep swinging around, paying close attention to the stern. Oh, it's going to be such a relief to get out of here. Okay. How's the wind looking? We'll just get away with a wee close haul there. We're going to have to do a quick tack, if we've even got enough speed to do that. Is she moving? Yep, we're moving. Not by very much. This might be a jump out, push, turn around in that direction job. Yep. Cool. You heard it here first, folks. I did say this was going to be very difficult. I think I was actually quite hopeful when I said it would be 10 minutes to get out of this river. I'm trying to make this as entertaining as possible. Oh, and I'm thirsty. Of course I am. I can confidently say, folks, that I never ever want to do this again. Right, how's that? Yep, okie doke. Straighten up the helm. Pull the jib in. Oh, and we're going to have to do another little... I'm not frustrated at the game. Yay, I can't wait to do another 0.2 knots per hour tack. So we're going to drift up here. Drift is the right word, really. Hover pointing forward, a push. And then, I don't think that's the way, I think it's that way. Yeah. Straighten the gallop. Push her to irons. I can just hear the wind chimes mocking me. Yep, might not even need a wee stern shove here because she's going forward pretty well. So if that's the case, we'll just leave her for a bit and then we'll push the bow. It does look like I can squeeze out there, but I don't really want to risk that because it looks like we'll get stuck. And I feel like that's the developer's way of bullying me into that spot. They knew exactly what they were doing here. I mustn't forget to drink, because otherwise I'll be dead. Alright, that's went okay. For lack of a better term. Just tidy that up. So, I think the slower I turn, the more I will keep my forward momentum. But, let's be real, I don't really have any space to turn slowly, and that's the helm. Hard to port. Right, we're going to be dead soon. In the water, that is. So now, a little push from the stern again until we get to those markers. Being careful not to run aground. And I'm going to take the jib up, just so she doesn't do anything awkward. Little shove. I started this directly in the morning. Like I slept over in the hostel and then pressed record, and it's we're now losing daylight. Okie doke. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, folks. I hope you can hear it in my voice. Oh, I can't wait to get out into the open sea and get this gal moving. Have some salted fish in a soup with some oranges. Ooh. I know I said not to lock it, but I'm not confident that we're making this full turn. And, right, place your bets. I'm definitely rubbing this sandbuck right along those walls. I can see it now. Okay, almost there, folks. A little bit unorthodox to just have a main out, but I don't know, for some reason my brain told me that's the way to do it, and that's how we've done it, and it's working. Because I did not want to get pushed into the walls. I knew the main would take me forward. I don't really need much manoeuvrability right now because we've got the wind. I just need to not hit any walls. I've already damaged the sandbuck. At least I heard damage. We'll find out if I need to start bailing with buckets. But we are out. We're heading southwest. We want to be heading northeast. And it looks like we'll have the wind behind us the whole time. So, yeah, we're doing well. I think I'll go out this way just for ease of wind. But now we are sailing. Folks, if you're just joining, the only reason that took, wow, 14:33, the only reason that took 15 minutes is because you missed me telling all sorts of secrets. And now that you've heard this, I'm going to quickly edit it so you never get to hear the secrets again. Jib out. And the folks that were watching, the reason I just said that is because that's where the chapter will end. I don't know what I'm going to call that, but it's not going to be happy, happy fun time. Let's get some lights on because it is night time. And let's get our mizzen up. Look at our potential screenshots. I don't know what to call this episode. The Great Escape. We are now turning. We'll get ourselves into a beam reach. Adjust sails to pick up a bit of speed. Get clear of the island. And then hit the perfect direction. And then probably go to sleep. So, we want to head to the main sheet. Get that out about 45. 45 to the length of the boat. Do the same with the mizzen. That'll be here. Fantastico. And let's open up the jib. Oh, she looks so good at night. Oh, honestly, this makes the getting out that river so worth it. Like, I'm gonna shut up and count to 5. Let's all just enjoy this moment. I actually counted to 6 there, just to get an extra second of loveliness. God, what a wonderful game this is. Right. So, let's not get too sentimental. 4, 5. I think we'll eat the salted lamb and we'll cook the salted fish. Oh, there's a whale in front, directly in, oh my goodness. Sorry, headphone users. You can see it. Look, there. That's the first time a whale's come that close to me. Let's get ourselves heading in the right direction. Because we want to be... Right, so we're not going to get the right direction just yet. But we can open up all of our sails. So, let's go a wee bit more. Right, jibs out. Must have the wind directly behind us now. Yeah. So let's get the jib out on the opposite side of our main. Is the main right out already? Yep. Mizzen out. And now we can play with the squares. We're getting full sails. In preparation. Cool. Bow square. Alright, whaley. Over there having a whale of a time, isn't he? Let's recycle for the whale. Oh. Well then. We've just lost the wing to wing. But I can get that back. This one trick. Squares out. And I'll sort the sheets. That'll be this one. For the mizzen square. And then just release all the sheets. And it'll just naturally take to the wind. At least the squares will. Very nice. What was this again? Is this the top? Top square. And top square. Lovely. I do like the look of the loose ropes. I've realised that the main actually just completely makes the jib a bit obsolete, doesn't it? Maybe someone far more educated than me will have a good answer for that, but there we go. So now we have a wing-to-wing jib, so it's still getting wind. You know? Well, that did nothing. But yeah, looks and feels good to me. All the sails are catching the wind. I don't think you'd ever see a normal boat like this, but we're having fun. I'm just wondering if it's not the right way of doing it. And actually now I do think the gaffs should be on the other side, especially if I'm turning to northeast. So I think I'll just prepare for that. I'm looking forward to the ocean crossing because I think I'll learn the boat again properly. And we might have new sails to play with. We will most certainly have a bilge pump. Woo. Right, do the same to our mizzen gaff. There we go. Now we are running with the wind. Let's just get ourselves... Hopefully we can point in the right direction now. And prepare for sleep time. Right, so... Facing roughly the right direction. Let's micromanage. Let's get it on the pin. Yeah, that's good enough. And we will go and prepare for bedtime and see if she holds course. Whilst we're doing that, I have a lantern down here, fantastic. I'm going to go all out next time I go to Gold Rock. We're going to get new shelving. We're going to have a episode completely dedicated to the shipyard and interior design. Oh, I've got an empty barrel there. Let's just get rid of that. I'm rich now, I don't need to sell it. Honey beer next to bed, of course. Oh, I did get hull damage, didn't I? So I also need to check for the bucket. Where did I put the bucket? Was it in here? There we go. Do we have water? No? Oh, I think we're okay. I'm sure we damaged it. I don't want to put the bucket... I can't press left click to put the bucket in the water because I'll just fill the bucket with water. What if I filled... Nice. Alright folks, we've got a nice bucket of beer for the morning. Actually, we're just gonna eat the salted sunspot fish. Oh, if you eat salted food, it takes your thirst meter down. Interesting. Right. Light off. Light off. I like to keep a red little night light, actually. And let's just check if she's holding course. She most certainly is. So it's bedtime. It's been a long episode so far, but we have gotten ourselves sailing, and it's bedtime. So, oh, we're on 0%. It's on its last legs there. We'll just leave that to die. And I'll see you folks in the morning. Or after my danger nap. Alright. Well, it's certainly not morning. And I certainly haven't slept much. Why can't I turn this? There we go. But I just wanted to see if we can still see Mirage to do a little reading. So I'm just going to point out the stern here. Wait for the swell to go down. Yeah. Actually, I might plot a little guesstimate. So we kind of came out this way, right? So let's just say we started heading... I'm an idiot. From here. So actually we want to be... So the... Okay, I probably should have planned for that. Because we've left from this side, we want the pin to be between north and north-northeast. Since I've half slept sailing to north-northeast, I will sleep the other half sailing north. Let me just check the sails are okay with that. I think the gaffs could come in just a wee touch. Something is just emptied. I don't know if you heard that in your headphones. Something is just poured out. What have... Some of my honey beer's poured out. There we go. Now it's poured straight into me. And we will pull the mizzen in just a wee touch. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. Surely, I mean, I don't know how big this island is, to be honest with you, but surely we're not going to miss it, right? Although, I have said things like that before. A nice full bun. We don't have that often. We're healing quite a lot, actually. That'll be all the sails. It feels like we're sinking. Are we sinking? What's going on? Okay, let's bring the main in. I think there's maybe too much sail on one side. Yeah, we're bringing on water. Okay, let's bring all the sails in. That's not good. And we need to assess the damage. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Did I just have too much sail out? Is it... Are we not supposed to... I wanted to go super fast. Oh no, that's the... no, that's the one we want to bring up. Yep, we've just got very swelly seas. So I think that was the problem. What was the direction of the wind? Right, so can we get away with... wait, let me go and check down below. Let's bring this bucket. I'm so confused because there's no... We clearly just brought in water there. But there's no water on board. I'm going to take that in. Right, so how do we want to do this? I think take in the gaffs, bring out the squares. That's what I'm thinking. And that's the opposite of what I'm doing. Square. It might even be the top square wasn't particularly helpful either, because that can push us over. See what's going on. It's not like I'm too heavy. Bring this gaff in. Tidy that up. And then our aft square. Still heading in the right direction. It is now daytime. And I still need to sleep. I was trying to... Sometimes on the dhow, you can clip through these ropes to climb to the top and get a good view. Did I not work out how to... I think it's too swelly to see if there's any islands off ahead. I'm trying to force perspective, but I don't think we're anywhere near. And we seem to have lost Mirage. But we're still heading in the roughly the right direction. So if we keep doing that, we should be okay. Let's balance it back out to the centre. Give her a minute to see if she is holding that. And what have we got? We've got some sunspot fish. Let's have some of you. At this point, I would just go straight to sleep, but I am slightly worried. I've never been to this island before, and anyone that's played this game knows how nerve-wracking that can be. It's particularly when you can't see anything behind you. Right, she's holding course pretty well, so danger nap, no saves on, so let's just see how this goes. Alrighty, we have woken up. There is 0 wind? Oh! Here. Alright, that was easy. Yep, I knew that was going to happen, folks. Easy peasy. So it looks like that must be saffron. Okay. Let's get a proper look. I can't really tell the size. On the interactive map, it looked fairly wee. And it looks like our port is out here to the east. It's cheating knowing that, but now we know we want to go east round the island. I don't know what the port's like, because it doesn't really have a port per se. For example, if I go to... Well, neither does Oasis actually, so it's probably just that. Because some of the islands you zoom in and it's got the actual port designed on the map. So we're almost at Saffron. So I'm just going to start our sail here. Say we started there. And Saffron is now... The middle of it is directly north to us. So I'm going to just say we're here. There we go. We've just slept basically for 100 nautical miles, give or take. But we're almost there. Right, what do I need? I don't know if there's a tavern or anything. I would like to keep a close eye on my vitals. Where are we going to keep you? Probably next to the food, right? Will you sit neatly under the shelf? Lovely. Beautiful. I've already forgotten what these were. Surely, I was going to say frostbite venom. This is not Skyrim. Not energy elixir. Snake oil, that's the one. Empty bucket. Yeah, I really thought the ship would be damaged considering the noises we heard. Close you up because you're stressing me out. That's a nice bit of design. We love Mirage Mountain. We do. It's given us a challenge. And we need to learn to love challenges. Water. Let's get rid of you. And let's have a barrel of water just in here as you get in the door. There we go, I can still get through nicely. Oh, I forgot about this. Beautiful. I really would like to, as I say, we're going to fully deck this out, if you can excuse the pun. Make it look gorgeous on the inside. A real treat. I've seen people playing this game who sail the brig, and the captain's quarters looks incredible. And I believe the brig's at Aestrin, so maybe that's where the future of the channel is going. I've not looked that far ahead, I'll be honest. Let's just get to Aestrin first. Actually, we're not carrying anything, so we can just centralise everything. It's not really going to cause any problems if we do that. Where's my... Oh, yeah, okay. My confusion, folks, is that I was convinced there was a marker on this mast, but maybe there's not. Who knows? What time are we on? I don't know why I need to open that. Alrighty, so we've still got a lot of the day to go. I'm trying to get like a decent view. Right, here we go. I can see a house with a pointy roof and some awnings, some trees. I wonder if this is an island you just have to beach at or anchor off nearby. Okay, we're excited. Let's turn ourselves round. And then we just need to potter ourselves along there. Wind is back like that. Yeah, it's just a weak wind. I would like to be going quite a bit faster than this. Unless it just feels slow. Let's see. Nope, it doesn't just feel slow. We are slow. But she looks good. She looks better at night. Oh, I'd really love a crow's nest. What are we seeing? So we've got another little structure here. Kind of looks like a pasture. Here's the structure I was talking about with the awnings at the side. Pointy roof. I'm not seeing a port though. So we might have to anchor off. We'll start bringing in sails in preparation. Much like Sail the Seas, I'd like to get more used to just sailing without the sea view, i.e. when I press C, not the sea. Although that works. No, I think it's just anchor off. Okay. Land ho, which I should have said about 10 minutes ago. Nice, right, okay, so that all looks pretty groovy to me. It's going to keep us ticking forward nice and slowly. And I guess we need to decide where we want to anchor. So no missions here, I'm presuming, unless... I actually really don't know what to expect, folks. Because obviously when we discovered Elian, we ended up with missions. Secret missions. So I'm interested to see if we get anything similar here. I think I'm just going to anchor off around here and swim in. Because I've got a fear of damage now. I have been playing a lot of Sailwind. I know the video uploads aren't as frequent. But I have been playing in a different save. And yeah, you know, one love tap to the Dow and you're bailing out. You're bailing out for basically your entire sail. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk about actually, I was just reminded by bailing out, is that myself, Ikoloko and Coupling Rhino, we did a little live stream a couple of weeks back and it was a bit of fun. I will link you to the video of that in the description, but it's something we hope to do a lot more going forward. Just a little bit of fun. There's not much structure to it, it's just let's sail and see where we go and have a bit of fun. And it's all on Ikoloko's saves. Frequenters of my channel will be well aware of who Ikoloko is now. An absolute legend of the Sailwind community. Along with Coupling Rhino, who needs no mention and yet has about 5 in this episode. Anchor down. All sails in. We're still moving, but we'll let the anchor drag the ground. I am pretty thirsty and hungry. I'm going to take a safety sunspot. Nah, we'll just eat them. Is my anchor down? There we go. We've caught the ground. Right, tiredness we can just run back aboard to deal with. Let's go to Saffron. Or not. Sorry folks, to be continued.